start off in a kneeling position, feet flat on the ground below you, underneath, palms up. Breathe in, lift the shoulders. Breathe out, roll them back. Lift the top of the head, relax the face. Deep breath in through the nose, expand the belly, expand the chest. Slow breath out. Release the chest, release the belly. Bring your tongue forward in your mouth. Keep your lips closed, eyes closed if you'd like. Little open between the teeth. Build some space in the mouth. Deep breath in. Audible breath out. One more. Open your eyes. Lean forward onto your hands. We'll stretch the palms. I'll put my hands up so you can see what I'm doing, but your hands will be on the ground. Go ahead and kind of lean into the palm, stretching the underside of your wrist. Come back, rotate your wrist around so your hands, fingers are facing you. Kind of sit back a little bit, stretch in there. Bring the palms to the side, kind of side, fingers out to the side, to the other side. And then come up, bring your palms facing up. You're sitting on the ends of your wrists. And lean into that, a little side to side, and then try to make a fist and hold it. Relax, hold it, relax. Now come up, make two fists, have your knuckles on the ground, and lean forward over your thumb and forefinger, and back, and one more time, and back. Sit back up on your toes. Shake your hands out, reach down and untuck your little pinky toes. Hands on the lap, shoulders up and back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we'll turn to the side. Go ahead and reach your hands back to the floor. If you can, stretch the chest, stretch the shoulders. Breathe in, expand the chest. Breathe out, contract. Breathe in, if you can, try to lift your pelvis, feeling the stretch in the quadriceps and the chest and the belly. Deep breath in, keep pushing. Breathe out, relax. Go ahead and come up. Place the hands in front of you. Open the knees and sit back into child's pose. Forehead on the ground or on a pillow. Hands mat width distance apart. Push back into your heels with your hips. And slow, steady breaths. Take the left hand and place it on top of the right. Push back into the left hip. Stretch it out the left side of the torso. Bring the hand back to the other side of the mat. Switch sides, right hand over the left. Push back into the right hip. Stretching the right torso. Bring the hands back to either side. Come up onto hands and knees. Line up your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders, and we'll do a couple rounds of cow and cat. Breathe in, press the chest forward, arch the back. Breathe out. Extend the back up. Breathe in, pull the hands for you like you're pulling the mat towards you. Deep stretch into the lower back. Breathe out. Push the hands away. Bow the back up high. Come back to neutral position. I want you to reach your leg back, right leg back, dig the toe into the floor, stretching the calf. Bring the leg up parallel to the floor, bend the knee, flex the foot, and we're going to do a couple pulses straight up. So the bottom of the foot is trying to push into the ceiling. We'll just do 10 to kind of trigger the glutes. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to neutral. Straighten the leg. Rotate it over to the left-hand side. Look over the left shoulder. Drop the foot to the floor. Press in. Banana stretch over to the left. Breathe in, look forward. Lift the leg. Line it up. Place the foot back on the ground. I want you to put your weight into your hands and your foot and move your knee forward towards your knee is about that in front of your hand. Keep the back leg straight. Straighten the foot out and sit up, stretching the hip flexor on the right. Maybe rock a little bit to the right. Maybe turn a little bit to the left. Feel like you can get into that quadricep and hip flexor. Come back up again onto the right toe. Straighten the leg so it's parallel, a little deeper into the stretch. Arch your back, lift your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax everything down to the floor. Put your weight back into your hands and onto your right foot. Lift up, bring the knee back about a foot, come back into tabletop. We do a cat and a cow. And then slide our hands forward into puppy pose, keeping the hips over the knees, forehead on the ground, arms straight. Maybe arch your back, have the chin on the ground or your chest. Stretching the front of the shoulders. Come forward onto your elbows and press back up to a tabletop. And we'll press the left leg back. Straighten the left leg, toe into the mat. Stretching the left calf. Release that and bring the foot up. Our leg parallel to the ground. Bend the knee 90 degrees, flex the foot, and we'll pulse up 10 times on this side, engaging the glute, warming up the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to parallel, straighten the leg, bring it over to the right-hand side, toe down, look over the right shoulder, and stretch into it. Feel the stretch in the side of the thigh, the hip, the left side of the torso. Deep stretch. Look forward, bring the leg back to center, bring the toe down. Put your weight into your hands and your toe, lift up your right knee, slide it forward towards your hand, and sit back onto your heels. Flatten out the bottom foot straight and stretch into the hip flexor here on this side. Might feel more or less sensation on the left side. Tuck your toe under on your left. Raise your knee off the ground, little deeper stretch. Arch the back a little bit, open the chest, deep breath in. And down. Release the knee back to the ground. Lean onto your hands. Pressure on the foot, lift up the knee, bring it back about a foot back into tabletop. We'll do a cat and a cow. And now we'll tuck our toes under and push back into downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent, rock the hip backs and forth. Make sure the hands are spread wide on the mat, fingers are digging into, give you some stability. Head is relaxed, looking back at the feet. Pedal your feet out, bend the right knee and press the left heel into the mat. Exhale, bend the other knee in, press the heel in, exhale. Press the chest more towards the feet. Rock the hips back and forth. Place your feet on either side of the mat. Maybe bring the hand in a little bit, reach around with the right hand, grab the outside of the left ankle and twist, looking underneath your left armpit. Pulling with the right arm, deepening into the twist. Exhale, place the right hand back down the other side of the mat and we'll switch sides. Left hand reaches over, grabs the outside of the right ankle, pulling in with the left hand. Should feel the stretch in the right side of the torso, maybe a little in the hip. Release the hand back down, bring the feet together on the mat, toes touching. Lift the left leg straight, bend the knee, point the toe, and rotate the hips to the left side. More weight will be on your right hand, but try to keep your shoulders as parallel as possible with the mat. The twist should be in the hips and in the lower back. Should feel it in the quadricep of the left leg. Come back in, straighten the left leg, and bring it down. Exhale. Breathe in, lift the right leg. Bend the knee, point the toe, and rotate the hips towards the right side. Weight will be mostly on the left. Don't forget to press the heel to the mat on the left foot. Opening up the torso, stretching out the quadricep. Come back to center, straighten the right leg, foot down. Press the chest towards the mat again. And now we're going to walk our hands back to our feet and just slowly just walk them back. Open up, toe heel the feet open about to the sides of the mat. Grab opposite elbows and just hang. Maybe rock back and forth. Release the head, let it shake and just hang and dangle. Knees are bent. This is more of like a traction for the spine and the neck. Just everything hanging, like you're hanging over a rope. If you'd like to reach back and interlace your fingers, straighten your arms, open up the shoulders. Otherwise, just continue to hang. Deep breath in and out. Release the hands down to the floor. Toe heel your feet together and slowly come up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, deep breath. Head's the last thing to pop up. Exhale. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back. Exhale, open the palms forward into mountain pose. Back into that same chest wide open, shoulders wide open, arms open, face relaxed. Head pulling towards the ceiling. Mouth open, you can close your eyes. Mouth is, lips are together, mouth is open like you're holding a ball in your mouth. Building some space for the air to come in. And breathe. Deep breaths. Expand the chest. Couple more. Deep, cleansing, energizing breaths in this position. Reach, next breath in, reach up, pull your hands up, grab your left hand, grab your right wrist, and we're gonna lean over to the left and exhale. Inhale, hands back up, switch sides, right hand grabs the left wrist and lean to the right. Inhale, come back up. This time, I want you to keep your right hand up and I want you to drop your left hand down to your side, and we're going to lean over to the left, and you'll see how it's longer you can lean over. Long exhale as you lean over, come back up on the inhale. Left hand comes up to meet the right, drop the right hand down to the thigh and lean over to the right. Let the hand kind of come down towards the knee. Long, deep stretch to the right. Inhale, come back up. Left hand meets the right. Pull your hands back into cactus pose. So your elbows are 90 degrees, your fingers facing up, your palms facing the front. Exhale. When you inhale, lean back, open the chest. Head can look at the ceiling. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, hands up together, put your palms together, look at your hands. Exhale, bring them to hands to prayer in front of your chest. Tuck your chin under, and breathe. One more breath. Release the hands. We'll do a half sun salutation A. Breathe in, raise the hands over your head. Breathe out, bend over, hands to mat. Breathe in, hands to shin and halfway lift, straighten the back. Breathe out, hands back to the mat. Breathe in, all the way up, reach up. Breathe out, hands back down to the side. We're going to do one more, but only partially, so follow along. We're going to go into intense leg stretch. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, hands to mat. At this point, I want you to put your hands behind your back. You can either put your fists together behind your back, or maybe hands to reverse prayer behind your back, depending on your flexibility. I want you to breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out. Hang down, breathe in, come all the way up to standing, hands behind your back. And I want you to step forward with your left foot, just a half step forward. Breathe in, chest out, breathe out, lean over the left knee. Let the head hang heavy. Shoulders should be square with the mat. The chest open. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe out. Breathe in, step forward, take another step towards the front of the mat. Right foot in front of the left. Deep breath in. Breathe out, lean over the right knee. Intense leg stretch on the right side. Relax the head, the neck. Keep the chest open. Keep breathing. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step forward, feet together. Release your hands. Breathe in, hands over your head. One more sun salutation A. Breathe out, lean forward. Bend over. Breathe in, hands to chin, straighten the back. Breathe out, hands down. Breathe in, hands up, all the way up. And now bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart and exhale. Open your feet to mat width distance. And we're going to squat down into a yogi squat. If it's uncomfortable, you can sit on a block or a pillow. Press the hands together. Press the knees apart with the elbows. Straighten the back and stretch up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arch the back, stretch forward with your hands on the ground. Breathe in, hands back to prayer, separating the knees. The knees should be over the feet. Back should be straight. After inhale, exhale, bend your back again, stretch forward. Inhale, come back. Tuck your chin to your chest, round your back, and just kind of roll back into happy baby. Pull the knees into the armpits. Feet should be, bottom of the feet should be facing the ceiling, pulling out diagonally. Release the left foot, press the leg straight down across the floor. Try to get the ankle on the ground with your left foot. Maybe put your hand on top of your left thigh and press it down. Half happy baby on the left. Feeling the stretch into the hip on the right and the hamstring on the right. Bring the left foot up, grab it. Release the right foot, press that down towards the floor, straighten the leg, press the top of the hip. Feel the stretch into the left. Bring the right leg back up. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, down to the mat. Let the knees hang out into reclining butterfly. Left hand over the chest, right hand over the belly. A couple breaths here. Feel the right hand, the belly rise in the inhale, and then the chest expand. And then the chest drop on the exhale, and the belly drop. One more deep breath. Breathe in with the belly, chest. Release the chest and the belly. Bring your knees together, facing the ceiling. Elbows on either side, lift up into bridge pose. Not a deep bridge, just straight where your knees, your hips, and your shoulder are all in a line. Stay here or lift your left leg up. Bring it back down. You can still stay in this bridge or lift your right leg up and back down and release. Hips back down to the ground. We'll cross our right foot over our left calf into a figure four. Reach in, grab either the back of the thigh or the front of the calf, depending on what is available to you. Lean your head back onto the mat and hold. Feeling this into the hip on the right side. We're not trying to pull in, just when you have pressure, just relax. With every exhale, try to relax the lower back deeper into the mat. Couple more breaths. Last breath, pull in on the last inhale and release, foot to the ground. We're going to continue to slide our right foot over our left thigh so that our knees are together, kind of like we're crossing our legs in a closer pattern. And we're going to lean our knees over to the right. So the right calf is on top of the right knee. Go ahead and stretch the left hand out to the left. Maybe look at it and feel this twist. Should feel it into the left hip, maybe left shoulder. On next inhale, bring the hips up, bring the arm in, uncross the leg, knees up, press up for one brief bridge, squeezing the glutes and the quadriceps, bring it back down, and we'll switch sides. Left foot, figure four across the right thigh. Reach in, grab the back of the thigh or the front of the shin, and sit your head back. Just relax. Feel the stretch into the left hip, left quadricep, the side of the thigh. With each exhale, try to relax the lower back more into the mat. One last inhale, pull the legs in, and exhale, release. Continue to move your left leg over your right and cross it over, calf above the knee, and let the knees fall to the left-hand side. Reach out to the right with the right arm and feel the twist. This time you might feel it more in the thigh or in the torso or in the hip. And breathe. The next inhale, bring the legs up. Bring the hand in, uncross the legs. Bring the knees towards your chest, hug them towards you. Lift your head. Rock back and forth a couple times on a rounded back. And come up into a seated position, legs straight out in front. Keep your hands on either, press your hands into the floor on either side of your hips. Shoulders up and back. Press the chest forward. Relax the face. Pull the head up. Deep breath in and out. Breathe in, lift your hands up over your head. Breathe out, lean forward. Grab the toes, the foot, the ankles, the knees, whatever you can grab. And stretch forward. You may have to feel more of your breathing into your back. Get the same deep breaths. Keep the motion and the rhythm. Deep cleansing breaths. Keep a hold of whatever you're holding on to. Breathe in, straighten your back with your head up. Breathe out. Release your hands. Bring them back about a foot behind your hips. Bring your legs, your knees up, feet planted on the ground, and we'll push up into a reverse tabletop. Opening up the shoulders again. Next exhale, go ahead and bring the hips down. I want you to let your knees fall to the side, press your feet together into a butterfly pose. Sit up straight. Bring your thumbs underneath your soles of your feet and kind of open your feet like a book. Have your elbows closer to your hips, kind of pressing down on the thighs. Straighten the back and bend over with a straight back. We don't want our next one will be arching our back. This one is a straight back, like we're just trying to hinge at the hips. Chest is forward, straight back, lean forward. And breathe. Next inhale, come up. I want you to push your feet about 6 inches to 8 inches or more in front of you. So you have this diamond shape in with your legs. I want you to grab over the top of your toes. Now you can bend the upper back, press the forehead towards the feet, press the elbows onto the shins to open up your legs, and lean forward. Next inhale, come up. We're going to open our legs wide into a straddle stretch. We don't need, I mean, it's in the morning. Don't expect to be very limber. Just want to have your feet separated in some way. Reach forward, grab the ankles or the feet, and just stretch with the legs split open. Not trying to be intense. We're just kind of feeling some sensation in this position. Stretching the lower back, trying to keep the back straight, chest forward. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, release the hands. I want you to take your right hand, palm up, slide it underneath the left thigh. Elbow towards the ground, and we're going to stretch over to the right side. Bring your hand over your head and let the arm kind of give some counterweight to kind of stretch. If you have it in your practice that you can grab your right toe, go ahead and pull yourself down. Side stretch over the right foot and leg. Make sure you're trying to rotate your chest forward so that your shoulder is facing down, your right shoulder is down. And next inhale, lift up, release, come back to the center. Inhale, exhale, slide the left hand, palm up underneath the right thigh. Bring the elbow in front of to the ground, hand up and stretch over to the left. Again, trying to rotate the chest forward. If you have your practice, you can grab your foot, go ahead and do that and pull yourself in a little more. While peeling the stretch into the right side and the lower back. Next exhale, come up, center position. Go ahead and bring the feet together. Press back up into staff pose, your hands in. And exhale. One last twist before a final resting place. I want you to bring your left knee up. Place your foot on the other side of your right leg. Wrap your arm around wrap your right arm around your around your left knee, and we're going to twist to the left. Remember, twist first with the waist, and then the shoulders, and then you can look back. You can put your elbow on the other side of your knee, or just wrap the knee. Try to keep your armpit as close to the knee as possible, your back straight, arm pressing against the ground, twisting with the hips first, then the shoulders. Next exhale, look forward, come around to the right, do a quick push-up on the right as a counter stretch, and back up to center. Uncross the leg, bring the legs together, maybe shake them out. Now we'll bring the right knee up, cross the right foot over the left thigh, and we'll twist to the right. Twisting with the hips, and then the shoulders. Last exhale, look forward. Lean over to the left-hand side. Quick push up to the left. Counter stretch. Back up. Straighten the legs again. Maybe shake them out. We have time for one more position before final resting place, actually. So let's go ahead and come to laying on your belly. Go ahead and swing your knees back. Maybe transition into a laying down. We're coming up in the Sphinx pose. So I want you to have your elbows under your forearm, or your elbows under your shoulders. Make sure that your feet are about mat width distance. Press the chest forward, and so you're sitting like a Sphinx. If this is too much in the lower back, you can move your arms forward, your elbows forward or back, and lean forward a little bit more. But this is just kind of a resting pose here. You feel it in your lower back, opening the chest, and breathe. If you'd like more sensation, open your hands out 45 degrees to the sides of the mat and press up into seal pose. Straighten the arms, again, opening the chest, much more intense stretch on the back, and breathe. If you chose to come up in seal, come back down to Sphinx onto your elbows. Take a breath. And then everyone, go ahead and cross your hands over each other, open your elbows, and come use your forehead down onto your hands and relax. Bend your knees, bring your feet up, and kind of rock them back and forth to kind of stretch the back a little bit. Kind of windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Nice release on the lower back after having some stress on it. Go ahead and come back to center, bring the feet down. We'll come back up, we'll come one time into upward facing dog. Bring your hands down on either side of your chest, tuck your toes, press yourself up. Your lower back should be stretched out from the Sphinx pose. Shoulder blades together, chest wide, and then push back into down dog, roll over the toes. Keep the knees bent. Stretch in, good stretch in the back. Head heavy. Heels down. Bend your knees and look forward and come into a kneeling pose in front of your mat. Come around, bring your legs forward, and we're going to lay back down into a final resting position. Rotate the shoulders out, chest is up, shoulder blades flat on the mat, feet just off of the mat, arms wide, palms up. Similar to our mountain pose when we were standing. Nice open chest. Relax the face. Consider your tongue position. Deep, audible breaths in and out through the nose. And for this final resting position, just focus on trying to slow the breathing. Deep in with the belly, deep with the chest. Relax the chest, relax the belly. We'll sit here for 2 minutes. Just focus on breathing slowly in Shavasana. Go ahead and start wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing some movement back, rotating your ankles and your wrists. Bring the feet together, interlace the fingers, press your arms up over your head, long stretch. Bring the knees up, rotate to the right side into a side sleep position. Deep inhale and exhale. Stretch out the top leg for a counterbalance to help push yourself up into a seated position. Cross your legs. Brings your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Chin down. Breath in and out. Thank yourself for taking the time this morning to breathe. Set an intention to spend some time today and focus on breathing or stretching. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, straighten your head. Deep breath in, stretch up, breathe out, lean forward. Thank you very much.